tackles, which, I mean, respectfully, they should. He gonna continue to run through and get TFL. So yeah, that's what he's supposed to do.
In a way, is that surprising though that he can mean potatoes linebacker for a guy who hasn't really
No.
had that much experience? At off-ball linebacker in the league?
In the league, I mean, you look at his film, you see he can do it. I mean, he got picks, he got coverage and everything. He just haven't been in the middle of the defense. Now he is. I mean, it was easy. We got good coaches. Vic, BK, our linebacker coach, everybody done a good job. He has done a good job. Man. Everybody just continue to get better. Continue to, get better.
As you guys keep putting these consistent performances out on the field, how do you feel in this Vic Fangio scheme? How's everyone really gelling to put this together?
Yeah, it's our defense. I know Vic making all the calls and everything, but everybody taking ownership of the defense. We holding ourselves to a standard. We have set a standard to our play and the way we play, the way we take the ball away, the way we tackle, the way we execute, the way we make plays. We have set a standard, and we trying to play that standard every chance we get.
CJ said this was maybe the most dominant performance from you guys. Do you agree with that?
I mean, we had 5 takeaways. I mean, yeah, we haven't had 5 takeaways in a minute, so yeah. Being able to take the ball away and, got everybody having fun, everybody eating. I mean, you had most of the stars sit out by the fourth quarter. I ain't did that since high school. I mean, college. Yeah.
Is that good with a short week coming up?
For sure. I mean, everybody in the NFL who have played a Thursday night football game know how fast it comes around after that Sunday. So recovery starts now.
For this Eagles team to beat the Cowboys in Dallas the first time since 2017, how big is that for this team right now?
I mean, it's big, period. It's big, period, to get another win. For us, the most important game is the next. So, this is my first time winning this building, so it's always great.
Are you guys competitive about the takeaways?
For sure. The linebacker competitive with the DBs. I'm competitive with Zach. He whooping my ass right now. So I gotta get back. I gotta get right. So yeah.
Thank you, Nakobe.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened. You probably got to look at the film and the sacks, but were they doing anything different in terms of their pass rush?
Yeah, they were doing like a 3-man front. Sometimes they were putting the backers like 35 and 13 and 50 down as like D tackles. So kind of messed, I think, with some of the points. So we'll have to go back and look at it, but I think that was the issue.
What turned things for you guys?
We scored before the half, and then we came out and created some momentum. And defense, I thought, just played really lights out the whole game. First half we left a lot of opportunities out there, and but I was telling those guys last time I won here was 2017. So getting my ass kicked here a lot. So
how big was that? I don't know what happened. Jalen, there was an unblocked guy, touchdown pass to Dallas, but I don't know if you got to see a look at it. What happened? Protection and
I don't even remember.
Yeah,
I gotta go watch. I don't know.
I know you guys say.
Or it might have been the backer plugged and we have a sift, so I may have to squeeze down, but I can't really remember. I remember him catching it, but I don't remember the protection.
And you guys say every year that it's a new team, but you just mentioned the 2017 last time you guys won here. How big is that to now flip this script?
Yeah, I mean they've had our number here, and it feels like and a lot of the wins were by a lot of points too. So they weren't close. So coming in, they have your full attention. When number 11's in the game, Parsons, he's got my full attention. So to me, I think he's him and Myles Garrett, Watt, those guys are some of the best in the league. So did a good job, retaining him the best we could. Still made some plays, but I thought they did a good job with rotation of their linebackers and trying to confuse our points. And so, I think that's why the run game maybe wasn't what it was in the last couple weeks.
As banged up as they are, is it hard not to take a game for granted?
Yeah, I mean, especially here, like I was telling, a lot of the younger guys weren't here. Sorry, Makai, we in your locker. Yeah, so we haven't won here since 2017. So, they had our utmost attention. And, I mean, anytime you play a player like Parsons, it's a long week for the tackles. We put a lot of emphasis on trying to find where he is. But
how important was it to maybe get the fourth quarter off when you got a game coming up in the magnitude of this?
Yeah. you know, that's big. I think we have a lift tomorrow, and then we'll be, you know, right back at it. So breaking out Washington, which, you know, is a dangerous team. Got one of my good friends, Zach Ertz, over there. So, you know, it'd be weird seeing him over there, but yeah, and Marcus. So, but you know, it's competitive. It's going to be a competitive game next week. I've been watching them. They're very dangerous, very talented, and you know, very good team.
The fact that you guys are getting these big double-digit leads, does that say something to you about the team?
Well, we're starting to score some points in the first quarter. We all know, what was it, 7, 10, 7? So we're getting better. I still feel, you know, when you go back and watch the game, there's some pivotal points early where, you know, we didn't convert on a turnover and be in great field position. So, you know, and moving forward, we want to be able to put a complete game together. So we had, you know, I think defense played one of their best games this year. Offense, we picked it up second half, and so yeah.
What does that like kind of do for the vibe of the defense when you kind of deliver a blow like that?
Set a physical tone for the team. To be honest with you, it's one of those games like, I know they got a lot of people out, but we understand like we got to set the tone to be a more physical football team than they are, regardless of who's out there. And I think first place is a tone setter, and we're going to ride into the rest of the game.
And seeded to beat this Dallas Cowboys team the first time here since 2017. What does that mean to this Eagles team right now?
I mean a lot, but we know we got a big game on Thursday. This game was just a gut check. How could we stay together mentally with every guys being down and us being a little nicked up? They did a phenomenal job, everybody on the team, with understanding what we got to do this week and keeping our keys and everything in front of us. And offense did an amazing job of controlling the tempo on the ball.
And Washington went down to the wire with Pittsburgh, a hard-fought game. To be able to have the opportunity in the fourth quarter to rest them on the offensive starters especially, how much is that an advantage going into this week?
We shall see. Short week. You know how the NFL can be. Quick turnaround. We got to just trust our processes for our body, understand that this is a big week for us, but we got to just continue doing what we're doing week in, week out.
Lane just said that this was the best defensive performance he's seen from you guys. Do you agree with that?
We're only getting better. Can't say it's one of our best performances until we actually grade the film. It's one of our most dominant performances as far as takeovers and turnovers. So takeovers and turnovers. So we got to just continue.
It was real big. You know, it led them to kick a field goal, which is, you know, 3 points is better than 6 points in our aspect of, you know, defense, whatever. But it was a good stop. You know, we celebrated and we had to move on to the next possession.
You guys are averaging, I think, just over 11 points per game allowed as a defense since the bye. What's changed?
I don't know. We just balling. We feeling it. We all together. We all eating as one. And it's showing on film and it's showing in the game.
Is this the best you played? This defense?
Like this game?
Yeah.
You could say that because we got 5 turnovers, you know, and our goal was to get more and more turnovers. And coaches told us that, you know, it's going to happen. You know, we ain't got to rush it. It's going to happen. And to find out we had 5, you know, that's a big accomplishment. And try to get 7 next week or on Thursday. Yeah.
It's 3 games now this year where you guys have not allowed a touchdown. What goes into that?
I don't know. We just come out. We got just play our defense, do what we are coached to do, and you know whatever Vic tell us to do, it's helping us and not let the team score.
Saquon was part of 3 of those turnovers. What impresses you the most about him, especially the way he played today?
Man, that boy balling, man. That boy really he really a star. And I learned that he came from DN. Now he's at middle linebacker, and you know, I don't know how that transition is going, but from what I'm seeing, it's going good for him. So I'm proud of him, and he just got to keep going, keep it on the road. Because what he do is motivated me. You know, I'm celebrating with him every play. We having little talks of, you know, what we see and stuff. But you know, I'm getting doubled. I see him flying down. He making tackles. He just balling.
On those doubles, it feels like the emphasis has been to get your hands up and affect passing lanes and pat down passes. Is that something that the staff sort of asked you to do, or is that something you just kind of do on your own?
That's something we all been working on. I ain't got no towel on my back. I swear. But that's something we all be working on. We just do it in practice. You know, we can't hit Jalen Carter, so we can put our hands up, and we got a couple in practice. But it transitioned to the game, and I got one today. I don't think we had any others, but it's just something we just work on every week.
How soon before you guys start thinking about Washington?
I don't know. I guess tomorrow.
It's a quick week, so does it change? It change your approach at all?
You're on pace for a lot of touches this season. you didn't have to play the last 20-ish minutes of the game. How helpful is that at like this point in the season?
I mean, it's always a good sign. That means we're doing pretty good as a team in that game. I wish I was able to get things going a little faster for us. Kind of got into a rhythm, in the third quarter, but by the time I got into the rhythm, we were up pretty big, and Coach kind of gave me the nod to let Kenny and Will go out there. But yeah, especially in this week, having a Thursday night against Commanders who's playing at a high level right now.
What happened on the?
My elbow just kind of got stuck in a kind of pile. We both were like diving for the ball, I guess, and I kind of just got stuck up in there. Nothing crazy.
Okay.
Was it something like? Is that why you weren't in on that last drive?
No, I did it, so I was trying to get the tape situated. But Kenny's a really good back. He was here before me, so it was more of just like, kind of let it heal, get comfortable with it. And he went in for a 2-minute drive, and I came back out in the second half and started getting things rolling a little bit.
You had a good vantage point of Jalen on that drive. What kind of poise did he show on that drive?
He did a really good job
after the 2 turnovers.
He did a really good job, and that's what this team is about. Never folding, never panicking. It starts with him. But everyone that drive stepped up big, and especially up front O-line. Kenny had some big blocks on that drive and a big catch, and found a way to get in the end zone. And it was good. The mindset was double dip, and we wanted to score before we got into the half.
You talked to us this week about the importance of you yourself beating this Cowboys team in Dallas. Everything it lived up to be?
That's how life works. I thought about it, and it's kind of feel the same way. Nothing different. Obviously, it's a big win coming here. I don't know the last time Philly we won here, and it's my first time ever being in Dallas. So it was big, 2-0 in division, and now we got to shift gears real quick and to Washington.
You mentioned that's what this team does. It never folds. I mean, given how far it's kind of come since the bye, where kind of 2-2 starts, a little bit rocky. What does it say?
I wouldn't say it's rocky. I think you guys made it seem rocky. No offense. You guys are doing your job, but panic outside of the locker room kind of, it was from outside the locker room. It wasn't in here. We had no panic. We kind of treated it like the preseason games, to be honest. That was kind of the mindset. We was like, all right, we're done with preseason. Now let's go get things shaking.
What's it like for you now, going into a first place showdown, which probably isn't something that you really experienced?
I think I did in 22. We started off pretty hot in New York. We were like 7-2 or 6-2 or something like that. Didn't happen often. Yeah. It doesn't change for me. Whether I've been part of losing seasons or winning seasons before, my mindset, how I train all season, is to be in these positions, is to have the type of year I'm having so far. That's what you visualize. You think about the positive stuff, and there's a lot of positive things going on right now. And the beauty is, we still haven't scratched the surface, and that's kind of the scary thing. And we got to stop saying that. We got to start putting things together, and look forward to the challenge that's coming up this week.
Lane kind of echoed that. He said you still haven't really put together a complete game.
Yeah.
What will that take, or what are you guys looking to improve upon to put a complete game?
I don't know. I think just the expectations that we have for ourselves. We hold ourselves to a high standard here because we know the talent that we have, and it's funny. I'd rather be a part of that than not. We just beat Dallas by 25, 28 points. I don't know how many points we beat them by in Dallas, and we're still sitting here saying we didn't do enough. That's a mindset we got to continue to have, and we know it's going to continue to grow with everyone in this locker room. The team mindset, do it with each other, and my favorite quote that Coach Sirianni always say, you can't be great without the greatness of others, and we have a lot of great people here, and we got to keep leaning on each other and trusting each other.
What's that look like if you guys haven't scratched the surface yet?
I don't know, it's probably scary. I don't know. But at the end of the day, the most important thing is winning football games, and we're on a pretty good streak right now, and 2-0 in division, and we got to look forward to trying to go 3-0 against I know they lost this week, but a hot Washington team.
How soon before you start thinking about that? How soon before you start thinking about that?
Right when I go in this plane.
Well, you just mentioned it's been a long time since talking to you after a win here in Dallas. What does that mean to this team?
You know what? We just getting better every week, and I'm just happy that everybody played good in all phases, special teams, offense, defense. We played complimentary ball today, and we came up big in some moments where it could have went the other way, especially on defense when offense gave up two turnovers, and I think the best thing I could say, we just stayed the course, and we stayed focused on just doing our job, not worrying about what happened in the game, but just worrying about this is the stop that we need to make. Let's go make it.
Is there significance not only to win here, but to win definitively like you did?
Yeah, I mean, that's what you want. You want as a defense to go out there and hold them to no touchdowns, and that's what we did today. I mean, to 2 field goals, I mean, man, you win it, especially if we know our offense can score points, and once we score, that's all we feel like we need. If we just stay focused on defense, which we did, keep them out the zone, I think that we can set ourselves up in a big way to just keep going, and I think it's just the confidence building for the young boys, making plays. I know we did some good tackling out there, especially against CD. Cooper made that one tackle out in open field. I was just like, wow, just seeing guys getting guys on the ground. That's the game, because it's a bunch of good players out there, but you got to get these guys on the ground.
You mentioned that lots of names across the board making plays defensively. Where do you think this group is?
I mean, we unfinished right now. We just working one day at a time. How it started is definitely not how it's going to be finished, and so we just got to keep getting better, keep building that bully as we talk about, and just making sure we just don't give nobody nothing for free.
You mentioned no touchdowns. This is the 3rd time in 5 games you guys have 11 touchdowns. What goes into that?
Just listening to y'all. Y'all be talking that stuff, and so we gotta prove y'all wrong. You know how I go. I gotta hold people accountable to their word. Just as much as we gotta go out there and make plays and execute. So I just say thank y'all. Appreciate you.
Is this the best the defense has played this season?
So far, we ain't done yet. We got a big one this week against a great team that's going. They hot right now. I just heard they lost, but they still probably marked us on the calendar for sure, because we know it got to go through them just as much as they got to go through us, and we got to make sure we bring it on Thursday.
How soon before you start thinking about that?
Right now. It's right now. I mean, you got to enjoy the win, but I mean, when we get on that plane, we're gonna be talking about, all right, y'all, this is a big one right here. This is gonna. I ain't saying this is our season, but this is like, if we in first right now, we got to stay in first, and so we got to make sure that we separate ourselves, especially with a win this week.
We were just talking to Saquon. He said it's crazy how we can win this big and win in Dallas, and the conversation is still how it's not good enough or not where we want to be.
Oh yeah.
Does that speak to kind of the culture in this locker room?
That's what we love. I mean, the work is not done until we holding that trophy, and I don't want nobody to get satisfied, because it's cool that we won in a big way. I don't take it from it. We got to enjoy it, but when we holding that trophy, that's when it's like, all right, the work is done, and now we can go celebrate.
Well, your first NFL touchdown, I saw the entire team waiting for you on the bench. What was that moment like?
It was great. It was crazy. I had a whole celebration planned out, and one dude bumped into me. I'm like, you know what? Let me just celebrate with my team. They were happy. They brought the energy, and couldn't make me feel any happier. So.
What was the celebration you planned?
You got to wait till next week, hopefully.
So you're going to hit it next time?
Yeah, I would do it for sure.
And I know a lot of guys talking about BG, for example, hasn't won here since 2017. I know you're still very new into your career, but the importance of beating a team like Dallas in Dallas for this rivalry.
I was kind of saying that. I would mention it on the sideline. Like, let's rewrite history. We haven't beat them here, and I don't know however long it's been, and I'm like, why can't we? Why can't we be the ones? Why can't we be the team this year to do it? And I saw that, that energy just through everybody. Everyone wanted to play hard, play for one another, and just play as a team. And when we're, hitting on all phases, really, really tough team to beat. So.
And now a very quick turnaround for this Washington Commanders team on Thursday. Have guys already started talking to you about how you get your body ready so quickly here in the NFL?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I haven't looked at the schedule what it's going to be this week, but I know like the mental reps for sure are just going to be big this week. Dudes just got to take care of their body, get in the trainer room, do whatever they need to do to make sure they're fresh and fast, ready to go for Thursday. So.
Awesome. Thank you so much for the time.